Hey everybody, welcome back to Mr. Steve's Virtual Classroom. I am Mr. Steve, and today we're going to be learning about writing our own lyrics. All you will need is your voice. You get a pencil and a piece of paper, or a pen and a piece of paper if you want to write them down, but no need at all. You can just remember them if you want. So first what we're going to do is we're going to learn a song that you might know already called "Oh When the Saints Go Marching In." We're going to learn that song. We're going to learn a little bit about how it works, how the lyrics work with that song, with a little thing we call form. We talked about that a little bit last week. If you watched my other video, we talked about pop form with verses and choruses. Today it's going to be a little bit different. It's called AABA form. We're going to talk about that. And once we got that down, we're going to erase all the lyrics. We're going to keep the melody, and then we're going to add our own lyrics by starting with a topic. We're going to pick a topic to write about. It could be cheeseburgers, it could be music, it could be playing outside, it could be whatever you want it to be. Once we pick a topic, we're going to write a line about that topic, and then we're going to write a counter line to answer that first line. And that's pretty much it, as simple as that. If you don't quite understand that, then just keep watching the video. By the end of this video, you will have your very own song written. When the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, I'm proud to be in that number, oh, when the saints go marching in. Alright, there it is. If you don't know that song already, we'll backtrack a second and I'll teach you guys how to sing it. So the song is literally just two lines. Oh, when the saints go marching in, which is the title of the song, so it should be pretty easy to remember. And then the second line is, oh, I'm proud to be in that number. Okay? They were originally talking about when the saints go marching in, as in, and I'm proud to be in the number, as in the saints that are going to heaven. This was an old Catholic song, and it was eventually kind of, changed to be the football team, the Saints, their theme song. All right, and kind of ironic that I'm teaching it this week after a rough loss this weekend, but that's all right. There's always next year. So anyway, we got "Oh, When the Saints Go Marching In," and we're going to sing that twice. And then we're going to sing "Oh, I'm Proud to Be in That Number" one time, and then we're going to sing once again "Oh, When the Saints Go Marching In." That is why it is called an AABA form, because you have an A section and a B section. And your A section gets repeated twice at the beginning, AA, and then you have your B section once, which is, oh, I'm proud to be in that number. And then you have one more iteration of the A section, oh, when the saints go marching in. Hence, AABA. So, the only thing now to teach is the melody. Do you know what a melody is? And how that's different from lyrics? So, lyrics are simply just the words to the song, right? And that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about our AABA, right? We have the lyrics of our A section and the lyrics of our B section. But the melody is how we sing those words, okay? And so our melody is not quite AABA because we have a little bit of a different melody each time we sing the A section, okay? So this is the melody. La 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 la. Alright, and then we add words to that melody, and that really creates the full song. So what we're going to be doing in a second is we're going to add our own words to that same melody. Alright, but first let's make sure you got the melody down, alright? So sing this first part with me. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Alright, now just you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Alright, if you got that, let's move on to the next part. And if you need to hear it one more time, go ahead and rewind and sing it until you got it, alright? The next part, once again, same line. Oh, when the saints go marching in, but we're just going to sing it a little bit differently. We're going to sing it like this. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Alright, so the first time we kind of took a break in the middle of that line. We said, oh, when the saints break, go marching in. Another break. And then so that second time where there's going to be no break. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Alright, so why don't you try that whole first part with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Alright, if you got it, let's move on to the next part, our B section. And if you didn't get it, go ahead and rewind. Our next section is, oh, I'm proud to be in that number. And this is how it's going to sound. Oh, I'm proud to be in that number. Alright, try it one more time with me and then on your own. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm proud to be in that number. Alright, now just you. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Now we're going to round it out with one more A section. Oh, when the saints go marching in, and it's going to sound a lot like that second time we sing it. The only difference is the last note, instead of when the saints go marching in, you can kind of hear that doesn't really sound like we're quite finished yet, right? It's not really resolving. How you could never end a song like that. It would drive you nuts, right? So this is how we're going to end it. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, you hear how you kind of can give that breath of relief. We finish the song, right? That's called resolving. All right, this note, la, that's what I call our home bass note, okay? The technical term is called the tonic, but we're just going to call it our home bass note because that's the note that the whole melody is really based around. It starts and ends on that note, right? La, 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 la. It starts right there, la, and it ends right there. La, 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 la. All right. So that's pretty much our whole song. Let's give it one run through all together. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, I'm proud to be in that number. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Alright, so now we got the easy part down. Now for the fun part. We're going to take away those lyrics and write our own lyrics to that same melody. So this can be broken down into 4 steps. Step 1, you're going to choose a topic. Step 2, you're going to write your first line, which is line A. Step 3, you're going to write your second line, which is line B. And then step 4, you're going to put all those lines together in the format of AABA. Just like, oh, when the saints go marching in. All right, but hold tight. I'm going to break down the steps for you, okay? If you want, like I said earlier, you can optionally have a pencil and paper or crayons and paper, whatever you want, to write down your song. If you want, I would recommend marking your paper like this. Right, topic up top is where you're going to write your topic, and then you got A, B, A. All right, all 3 of those A's are going to be exactly the same. Okay, so your first step is your simplest. Let's just pick a topic. Okay, so just pick something to write about. This could be anything from food to sports. It could be recess. It could be school. Anything that you're excited about. Okay, should be something that you're really interested in, something that you enjoy doing or enjoy talking about. The topic of the original song is obviously saints and going into heaven. Alright, so we want to pick our own topic. First of all, because if we don't pick a topic and we just start writing random lines, it's going to sound kind of chaotic and it's not going to really be together, right? Second of all, it's kind of hard to just start writing random lines if you don't really know what you're writing about. Once you pick a topic, it makes it a lot easier to start out your song. Alright, so speaking of starting out, now we're going to get to the next step. Write line A. Alright, and line A is going to have a couple of rules and guidelines, all right? First of all, it's got to fit into the first line of Oh, when the Saints. All right, what do I mean by that? If we take our first line of Oh, when the Saints and we take the lyrics away, this is what it sounds like. You could sing it with me. You could sing it with using the syllable la or da or really whatever you want. But just don't sing the lyrics. Here we go. La 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 la, la 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 la. All right, so it's got to fit into that melody. There's 2 ways we can do this. We can just use our ear. We can hum it in our head and just think of some words that fit into that melody. La 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 la, la 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 la. Or we can count the syllables. You know what syllables are? So if we clap when we're talking, clap while we talk. My name is Mr. Steve. Every time you clap as a syllable, okay? So how many syllables does Mr. Steve have? Mr. Steve. How many was that? Mr. Steve. 3 syllables. All right? How many syllables does Oh When the Saints Go Marching In have? I'm going to clap, you count. Ready? Oh, when the saints go marching in. How many syllables was that? All right, let's try it one more time. I'm going to count with you. Oh, when the saints go marching in. It's 8 syllables, and it's broken up into 2 sections, okay? So, when we were making our own line, we want our line to be about our topic, of course. 2, we want it to fit into that melody. So it's got to have around 8 syllables. You can kind of make it work if it has a little bit more or a little bit less, but it should be around 8 syllables, all right? And those 8 syllables should be able to be broken up into 2 different groups of 4 syllables, right? Oh, when the saints go marching in. All right, so our first line should sound something like that. But we don't want to make a song, we don't want to make a line anything about the saints. We want our own fresh topic, of course. Okay? That's line 1. The other thing that line 1 should do is it should require a response. Okay? It could be a complete sentence or just part of a sentence, but it's gotta leave you hanging. It's gotta leave you wanting more. Take Oh When the Saints Go Marching In, for example. That's actually not even a complete sentence. Oh, when the saints go marching in. What happens when the saints go marching in? We don't know. They didn't finish it, right? So that is a very important part of our first line. It needs to require a response. All right? So I'm going to take a break for a second. I want you to pause the video. Think about this for a second. So once again, we're making a line up that has to do with our topic. It fits into the first line of Oh and the Saints, which means it has 8 syllables. It can be broken up into 2 groups of 4, and it requires a response. All right, so think about it. You can write it down if you want, or you don't have to write it down. Just think of it, but take a break and come back when you're ready to move on to step number 3. All right, welcome back. If you got that first line done, then we're more than halfway there to writing our own lyrics for this whole song. All right, you just got one more line, and then the last step is just throwing it all together. Nice and easy. So, we got our first line. It fits over when the saints go marching in. So obviously our second line is going to have to fit over, oh, I'm proud to be in that number. Okay, so our second line has to be about the topic, of course. It's got to fit into that line, which means it has to have the same amount of syllables. So can you tell me how many syllables that has? Let's try it. Oh, I'm proud to be in that number. All right, did you count that? How many was it? Let's try it again. Oh, I'm proud to be in that number. 9 syllables. So your second line should have somewhere around 9 syllables. Again, it doesn't have to be exact, but it should be close to that so that it sounds good when you're singing it over that melody. All right, and then the third requirement is that it has to respond to line 1. All right, and to show you an example, we'll go with the original Saints song. When the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in. What happens? Remember we said they never finish it, they never tell us? Well, now they tell us. Oh, I'm proud to be in that number. That's what happens when the saints go marching in. You're proud to be in that number. And that's what you want to do with your second line. You want to answer that first part. So we're going to take another pause for the cause. Go ahead and press the pause button. Think about it, write it down if you want, and when you've got your second line, come on back and we'll throw it all together. Welcome back. Are you ready to finish writing your song? Alright, so now we're just going to take those 2 lines and we're going to sing them to the melody of Oh When the Saints. Alright, so we're going to sing your first line twice, then we're going to sing your second line once, and then your last line one more time to round it out. Okay, so listen to me this first time. I'm just going to sing how you're going to do this. You'll hear what I mean in a second. And then we're going to sing it together. This is the first part of the song. This is the first part of the song. is the second part of the song. This is the first part of the song. Alright, so hopefully you kind of just heard what you're going to be doing with your 2 lines that you wrote. Whenever I was singing this is the first part of the song, you're going to be singing your first line, line A. Whenever I said this is the second part of the song, that's where you're going to be singing your line B. Alright, so let's try it out. I'm just going to be singing la, but you're going to sing your words over my las. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yeah, give yourself a round of applause. You did it. Congratulations. And so this 4th step is also the editing and double checking step. So just in case something didn't quite sound right, maybe you had a couple extra syllables and it wasn't quite fitting into the lines of the song, then just go back and edit it and move things around a little bit until it works. I do that whenever I write songs. I'm always going back and editing, so don't feel bad at all if it didn't quite work out the first time. This is a very important step in writing a song, is editing. So before I go, I'm gonna sing you a couple versions of the song. So I already showed you When the Saints. I'm gonna show you a song that I wrote just now using those same guidelines. And then I'm going to show you a version that one of my classes wrote. And I didn't show you this earlier because I didn't want to influence how you wrote your song, because I wanted you to write your own song without listening to anybody else. I don't want you to pick somebody else's topic or something. But sometimes, sometimes it helps to hear a little example. So if you need to, then listen to these examples and you can see what I mean when I'm talking about all these steps. So this is one that I just wrote. I like to plant my vegetables. I like to plant my vegetables. Oh, and when they grow, I can eat them. I like to plant my vegetables. Alright, so I picked a topic, vegetables. I'm a huge proponent of eating healthy vegetables. Even though I like burgers, I still eat meat, but vegetables are so important for a healthy diet. So then I picked my first line. I like to plant my vegetables. It fits into the first line. It's got 8 syllables. I like to plant my vegetables. 8 syllables broken up into 2 groups of 4. And it can require a response, because what happens when I plant my vegetables? You don't need a response, but it's definitely an easy thing to have a response for. Alright, and then my second line is, oh, when they grow, I can eat them. Oh, when they grow, oh, and when they grow, I can eat them. And when they grow, I can eat them. Alright, it's got 9 syllables, just like that second line. And it answers the first part. What happens when I plant my vegetables? When they grow, I eat them. So there's one example. Another example is one that one of my 3rd grade classes wrote. They wrote it about the coronavirus. And here it is. Coronavirus, it is so bad. Coronavirus is so bad. How I hate to wear my mask. Coronavirus is so bad. Alright, so once again they picked a topic, coronavirus. They wrote the first line about it. Coronavirus is so bad. Obviously, nobody really likes the coronavirus right now. It's nobody's friend in these times. It fits in perfectly to the line. Coronavirus, it is so bad. Alright, so it's actually 9 syllables. We had 1 extra syllable in that first part, but like I said, it doesn't have to be exactly 8. We can mess it up a little, or we can mess with the words a little bit to make it fit if it's 1 extra syllable or 1 less. Alright, and then we had a response to it. Oh, how I hate to wear my mask. It's one reason we don't like the coronavirus, but we just do have to remember that it is very important to keep wearing our masks, even though they're uncomfortable, especially when we're around other people in indoor spaces and when we're at school, anywhere in the school campus or anything. So just to clarify, even though we hate to wear our masks, we got to do it. We got to do it. So that's responding to the first line, and it fits perfectly in the second. Oh, how I hate to wear my mask. Once again, it's about 8 syllables. So we can stretch it a little bit to make it work. And there you go. There's 2 examples of how to do this process. Once again, you got step 1, choose a topic. Step 2, write your first line. Step 3, write your second line. And step 4, put it all together. AABA. Well, that pretty much does it for today. I hope you all really enjoyed this project. I hope you got another fun little song that you can show your friends and family, and something that you can be proud of. And remember, always have fun. That's the most important part about music. We're never going to really be making good music if we're not having fun, and we're not going to be having fun if we're not making good music. So, stay positive, stay happy, stay healthy. Peace.